There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another interview, you guys. This is gonna be premiere on my birthday, so make sure y'all run them likes up. Make sure y'all go and follow TBD on Instagram. So I'm gonna be bringing him up, you guys. What's going on, TBD, aka Mason?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? How you feeling?
The most hated right now of all the Zeus family.
I love it. Love it.
Introduce us to yourself, your name, like where you from, background, all
Poppin'.
that.
I'm Mason. I'm Alexander Mason. They love Mason. I have many names. I'm from Hollywood. I was born in Hollywood. I live in Los Angeles. Hollywood's in Los Angeles, Central Los Angeles.
Right.
Where I was born on motherfucking Sunset Boulevard. Fuck you, mean. But yeah, I'm from LA. I'm still here. And yeah.
All right, tell us, like, what do you do, like, for work and stuff like that? Like, you consider yourself like an influencer? Do you have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I've been doing acting like on different stuff since I was 14. Like the first show I did, I was 14 years old, and it was big out like in Canada and where else? Like different places, like outside of the country. That was forever ago. I was 14. But yeah, I've been doing that for a while. I grew up in the industry. Like I have a lot of famous family members and shit like that. You know, I've been filming all my life. I'm gonna have a documentary. I've been filming all my life. But yeah, so I've been acting for a very long time. I've done different stuff, movies, TV shows, commercials. You know, different shit.
Right.
Also been modeling for a while. I promote parties. I host events. I make music. I model. I used to do like different background stuff. Like I used to get invited to Love and Hip Hop, and it was crazy.
Yes, I'm the background for Love and Hip Hop, so I already know how it gives. It gives very much because I do it for Miami. Very much.
Oh yeah, so you already know. Yeah, I'm in Hollywood. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's why you look familiar. Okay.
A lot of people used to see me.
That's
all the time.
why.
I said, on season 4, I used to get invited all the time, and like a lot of shit happened behind the scenes, so they'll make sure I was always in front of the camera, you know?
Right.
That shit was crazy. People really noticed me off that shit. Like, I seen you on VH1. I even got a job at Zen Lounge once. I don't know if you heard of Zen Lounge. It's like the Black Hollywood spot. Gina from Martin and Dwayne Martin. I can't think of. He's been on a lot of things like Seat Filler, but you know them two are married. Right. And they had a Black Hollywood spot in Studio City called Zen Lounge. So one of the scenes that I filmed in Love and Hip Hop was at Zen Lounge, and they saw me there. So somebody ended up contacting me like a few days later on Instagram. Was like, "Yo, I want you to come work here," and I was like, "All right, cool." You know what I mean? So yeah, that was dope. Love and Hip Hop was lit.
Yeah, no, like the thing is, I was sad Hollywood got canceled because that was one of their best series. So hopefully they bring it back. But doing them extra work for them, it is fun because you get to kind of like meet people and stuff like that. So that was gonna be my next question: is like, have you been in any reality shows? Have you been in any reality shows where you're like at least like part of the main cast or anything like that, or no?
Oh yeah, I did Wipeout. I filmed Wipeout about a year ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on season. The season's coming up.
Hey.
They've been showing me in the
trailers.
Fucking commercials. They've been using my skits in the commercial, but they're emailing me like we're waiting to release that shit because it's really funny. Like me and my homegirl, our shit was funny as fuck. Right. We're the only people that ever got paid for that shit. Like they was like, hey, it was lit. Wipeout was fun as fuck. Yeah. On CBS. What else? Different. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as the reality and being casted as a main cast. Wipeout. Anything else? It was just like I've done like short films and like little shit like. Kind of like reality based stuff. It was kind of like reality, but but that's all another story.
Right.
That's a whole different story.
That way they're booked and busy. Okay.
I'm booked and busy in real life. You know.
All right. Did you watch any Zeus shows before getting on the show?
Zeus shows?
Yeah. Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I do. I love Zeus. I really started getting to Zeus because of Black China. When she had that show, her own show, and then I love Tokyo Tony. And so I watched her show, and so then I started binge watching shit from there. You know what I mean? Like, I started watching Chance show because I heard that Tiffany was going to be on there. I love New York. I met her before she's lit. And so I was like, oh, I got to watch this. I already knew what Chance was. I fuck with Chance. You know what I mean? But and I went to see the females on there, but I was like, Tiffany going to be on there? Oh, that's when I subscribed because I used to watch Zeus on my friend's account. Like when I was with my friends, I watched Zeus over there. And then when I heard New York was gonna be in there, I was like, subscribe.
Right.
Yeah, I like the TV shows in there too. They have some different shit on there. A lot of people don't watch. Like Ditzy is funny as fuck, but that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, a lot of there is some stuff that like some of the blogs don't pick up that Zeus does have, which I do watch every now and then. Did you audition from Bad Boys Houston? Because a lot of the cast consists of people that were, trying to audition to get on Bad Boys Houston and didn't make it. Did you audition?
No, see, the thing that happened with me was I wanted my own show. I wanted my own love show. I need a love show. You know what I mean? I told one of the producers, because I've already been locked in with Zeus before this. You know, they're LA based. I live in LA, so I've been to a couple parties. I know a lot of people on the shows, like Miko, Dottie, Brown Sugar. Like I know a lot of people on there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I was like, well, what the fuck do I got to do? Because they already knew that people know me. You know what I mean? I be around legends, all type of shit. You know what I mean? Like dated lots of big stars. I'm not gonna mention no names. I can say my sugar daddy was Elmo from Sesame Street, the original Elmo. My ex-boyfriend was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But
yeah, you shouldn't have let that sugar daddy though. That's a big bag. Elmo's
no. He ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Well, I don't know what that was. Like it's old new, but he's still around. But yeah, it's a lot. But I'm not gonna mention everyone. But wait, what was your question again? I just smoked. I forgot.
Oh yeah, you already answered it. I already know you're supposed to. You gotta tell me. I already know. What made you sign up?
Wait. Sorry, I remember I was saying that. I'm so sorry. So nothing. So what happened was I did hit up one of the producers, and I'm like, yo, I need my own bisexual love show. What do I got to do? Do I need 1 million followers? Like I already have a lot of followings. People know who I am. I work, people know me. So what do I got to do? He was like, well, basically you need to go on a Zeus show because the Zeus followers don't know who you are. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, you could either do Bad Boys or you could do a love show we have coming up. And then I was like, a love show sounds more of my realm because my name is They Love Mason. I want a love show and also sing. So it's like, that seems like more of my realm. You know what I mean? Like, it would make sense to me. It wouldn't make sense to me to go on Bad Boys and then like to go on a fighting show and then go find love. Like, I don't know. That just didn't make sense in my head. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I always loved Flavor of Love, New York. And I always was like, I want to be on a love show and I always want to get my own love show. You know, I always said that. So I was like, hey, I got to go to the love show. But I thought it was going to be for Wop Wop or Bad and Bougie. Because he told me about it like 3 months, maybe before it was greenlit, or maybe like a month, 2 months, something like that. It was like a while when he mentioned me. And I was like, I'll do the love show. He's like, cool, I got you, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then it came out that it was Bobby. And I was like, oh shit, I know Bobby. You know, like, well, I don't know him like that, but I know who he is. And like, love hip hop, the love hip hop shit. And
right.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm down. Let me see what kind of person he is. Let's see what he's about. You know what I mean?
Right. My next question. Were you or are you genuinely attracted to Bobby? Because a lot of the viewers feel like a lot of you guys aren't feeling Bobby like that, and a lot of you guys just came for clout and to get your followings up. So are you genuinely attracted to Bobby?
I am. I wouldn't have to go there for clout. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, y'all new people already know who I was. My life is already lit. I was already busy. I was already lit. You know, I'm always in the Hollywood mansions. You know what I mean? So I didn't really need, like, if I wanted just to get clout, I'd have been like, fuck the love show, let me go on Bad Boys. You know what I mean? Like, I did think he was cute. I don't think he was ugly. I liked him better before surgery, no shade. Like when I watched like Love and Hip Hop, I liked how he looked thin. You know what I mean? And yeah, I didn't think he was ugly, but I like injection. He has lip dons. He looked good. I didn't think anything bad of him. But also I have various different types. Like I like skinny, I like big, I like tall, I like short, I like every color. I'm bisexual as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some trans women be bad, but I love trans men. You know, like female smell that the people. That's the number.
Yeah, I wish we got to know like that much, like stuff like that about you guys, because like it was so much fighting towards the beginning that it was just like quick, y'all, like I don't know, but
yeah, I didn't expect all that. I thought the fights was gonna happen like. I was thinking like because I've been in this realm that other people that was cast that was gonna be in this realm as well. I was kind of thinking that, but I was feeling maybe not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I was thinking was that everyone was gonna like chill vibes. Like of course we're gonna turn up, have fun, but I thought everyone's gonna wait till we got in the house.
Right.
Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm not about to be. I don't want to like in the scenes when I was just like quiet in the van. I was like, I don't want to get no mess. I don't want to like jeopardize not being able to get I didn't come out here for nothing. You know what I mean? They brought me I want to at least see inside the house. I at least want to lay in my bed. I want to eat. You know, I want to be in the house. So I thought that maybe everyone's gonna wait till we got in the house, and then I was gonna get cracking.
And then that changed for the worse. Did you know that Rolling Ray was gonna be involved with the show? Like, did the producers tell you guys ahead of time, or like, did you guys see him?
Well, yeah, because remember, we all saw the trailer together.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. That is true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so my mom actually knows to like not know him personally, but like she watches stuff with him. So she's like, "Hey, you better do your homework on that one because I don't know shit about him, you know." So she's like, "You better do your homework."
You didn't know Rolling Ray?
No, I only heard his name. I never watched him. Then I heard like he did.
Oh my god!
I was like, "How's he famous?" And that's why he said he was on. He got famous on a court show or something.
He's like the most famous troll. Like he literally trolls everybody. Like big celebrities from Santana. The City Girls, like he literally got Young Miami so mad on social media because she talked about her dead baby daddy. Like he's the ultimate troll. Like
so
literally.
That makes sense now.
The song "Walk" is about him. Santana says it's not about him, but it is. The "Let Me See You Walk" that is about.
Oh wow! I want to see him walk.
That's about him.
I want to see him walk too.
Okay,
but no, wow, that's interesting. But my mom, she was like, do your homework on that one because y'all gonna get into it. I'm like, what? Everybody gonna be like, no, he's not sweat. But then he was popping his shit. But the only thing was off camera, he'd be like, hey, friend.
Okay, he was friendly like off camera. Do you have an OnlyFans account? Because we noticed a lot of the cast members are OnlyFans dudes. So are you part of that OnlyFans? No, okay.
I don't have an OnlyFans, but I've been getting so many motherfucking messages about do I have OnlyFans, get his OnlyFans, subscribe, and all that stuff. So then I was like, maybe I should because I love a bag. You know what I mean? I love money, so I don't really like turn money down if it makes sense. You know? So to me, that's kind of making sense because my body is banging. You know, like my dick is huge. So I was like, I could make money off that. And then I made one like 2 days ago, but I never told nobody or posted or anything like that. And I was just like,
just to see what it does numbers wise.
Yeah, like I feel like I'll make a lot of money, but then I feel like would it be worth it? You know what I mean?
I would say, okay, this is what I would say. My advice: consider it, especially if you're considering doing acting seriously. Because I'm like in the process, literally, like before I even got memoirs and stuff. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, kind of consider that because it might bite you in the butt like later on. So I wouldn't do it.
That's what he's like my manager. I have like 3 managers. I have like 3 producers.
You wouldn't do an OnlyFans, basically. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still debating, but also I think about my future all the time. Like I think about work. I'm very media trained. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Nah, probably not. But
don't do it. And if you gonna do it, put on them fake those little masks that got the 3 holes in there, like the.
That's what I said. And my mom was like, "You motherfucker, you better go big or go home. What you better do your shit." But I'm like, yeah, my mama said that. She lit. But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess it's to be determined.
Right, TBD, like the name. Okay, so
TBD is big dick.
What? Before getting into the house, what was the vibe like with everybody? Like, I know you guys hung out a little bit before the cameras actually came on. You guys got on the bus. So what was going on before the cameras cut on? Because we missed some things. Like, what was the vibe like?
So much. We were in that hotel for like 3 days, but I didn't really hang out with anyone until maybe the day of. Because I just didn't want to, and also the day of was the day we all had to leave our rooms and all sit with each other. So I was like, well, you know,
right.
Thing. But it was cool. Everyone was getting along. Everyone was like, make sure I pop your shit and drinking and having fun, saying want a brothership and shit like that. But I mean, I really didn't talk like that because I didn't know them. I'm a Pisces. You know what I mean? When like, I'm not gonna be just talking to people. If I don't know you like that, I'm really not gonna be just like, I'm not that type of person. Like if I just meet you, I'm not gonna be like, hey, like I'll be chill and be myself. But this was a different circumstance. So I was like, I was just keeping everybody's energy and their vibes. And I just felt like for me, I just kind of, but some of them was cool. You know what I mean? Like my roommate, he was cool. And Trizzy's cool as fuck. I fuck with Trizzy. Grandy was cool. Tony was cool. Like Tony would come to my room after every film, he'll come to my room, we'll smoke. You know what I mean? And me and him would actually have like deep conversations. He's a Virgo and I'm a Pisces. So, you know, like.
Right,
so
I'm a Virgo.
Like, oh, yeah. Different signs. So, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was gonna actually do next, because you did a little bit of it, I'm gonna name each of the cast, and I want you to give me your first impressions by like one word. So first is Colgate.
At the time.
First impressions, not how you feel right now, because we know it's a whole different scenario now. First impressions, Colgate.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about
none of them. I know, I can tell.
Cool, but like to me, I just came to work. Like I really came to meet Bobby, and we had a good time off the set. You know what I mean? But when it came down to the cameras, I was working. I was being myself still, but I was like, this is the job. I'm getting paid for this shit. This is what I do for a living. I be on cameras. You know what I mean? Like this is my job. So, but we can still do it if you want.
Yeah. Colgate. Just one word.
Teeth. I just think about his teeth. I think about his teeth.
Teeth. Okay. Dingling.
Who?
Dingling.
He's great. He honestly, I'm gonna say this. I want to say this about him. He's a good person, like a really good person, a good spirit. And I was really surprised by that because at first, when I first saw him, I was like, he's gonna be an issue. You know what I mean? But he's really like part of the nicest person in the house. Some people were saying I was a nice person in the house. I'd be nice. I'm not a nice person. I'd be nice. You know, he's actually genuinely nice. You know what I mean? He made sure, I want to say, like, he made sure, like, before filming, he made sure we all hit the blunt. Like, when after a fight, he would go check on everybody and be like, y'all good? You know what I mean? Like, he was a really good person.
Right. Savage.
Booty.
Hot Wheels.
Spicy.
Spicy. Okay. Go hard. First impressions, not right now.
The person I thought was cute. I'm not gonna lie, but I love his hair.
All right. Crouton.
Who?
Island Boy.
I love his dark skin.
Oh yeah, they live for Island Boy. I be see people in comments be like, "Oh my God, why are you not straight? This is unfair." Da, 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 da. Like they be going in the comments. Hercules,
baby, you better get that. Hey girls, if y'all want that dick, you better get that dick. Shit.
Yeah, Hercules.
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Soul.
I love his chocolate skin.
I seen the Twitter on that too. Tracks.
His vocals.
Bobby Big Bird.
You know what? I'm not gonna be fake. I'm not a fake person. We did get into it, but we squashed that shit. You know what I mean?
That's good. Miss Mamas.
Who?
Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so we see y'all enter the party bus. How long were you guys before you guys entered the film? The party bus. You guys were there 3 days, right?
We was in the hotel for 3 days.
Okay, and then something happened with Dimitri with the orange juice or whatever. Were you around when that happened with the whole orange juice thing? So what happened
right next to him? Well, basically, from what I remember, like people was just already mad at him and shit like that. Like they was just wasn't feeling him. And I remember Cash. I remember it was an argument, and I remember Cash threw a bottle at him, and it went like right past his face. And Dimitri picked up the bottle and opened it, and then threw the drink and then tossed it. So in the midst of him throwing the drink, it got on Rel, Colgate, maybe Big Bird. When he did that, when Cash threw that drink, I said, when Cash threw that cup, I was like, let me get the fuck away from this motherfucker. And so I moved out and got out the van, and I was just in there watching it. Like I was like, you know. And then, but so then in the midst of that, so then when that happened, they was already pissed off. He threw all that shit. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. I'm still right here.
Yeah. He threw that motherfucking drink in that cup, and they all was mad. And then the security kind of broke it up. I think I don't remember them really fighting. It was just like a lot going on. He ended up getting out, and so that's how they ended up transpiring, because they was never really around each other like that afterwards.
So was he saying stuff to Go Hard, like the Payless shoes and all that type stuff?
That's the only thing I heard. I didn't. When he said that was at the hotel, and Go Hard told me that, he was like, "I'm not really." None of them really liked him. Not even Mikey. Mikey was actually Crouton. I'm gonna give him a little acknowledgement right now. But yeah, even him, like I was low-key instigating that too. I was like, hey, the two white boys gotta fight, or everybody gotta fight I was low-key telling them, I was like,
oh, Bad Boys LA type.
Fight the white boys, and get the white boys to fight each other. That's we're on the Black Network. We're all black and brown. I didn't want to go in there looking like I just wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I'm not to have anything problem with white people. I don't have white family members. Like my grandma's Dutch, half Dutch, Mediterranean. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with white people. But I was just like, if we was on a white network, it'd be a different story. You know what I mean? But we're on a black network. So
no, I get it. They kind of did the same tip on the Bad Boys LA thing with Willem and Dylan and stuff like that. I feel like they had the same sentiment with that.
No, you're not just saying my friend William.
Yeah, no, me and Willem cool. Like we be talking all the time.
Why you keep saying Willow?
Willem. How you pronounce his name?
William.
He be getting on me about his name. William.
Yeah,
okay, William. Okay, so do you think Dimitri was getting bullied? Do you think he was getting bullied? And also, do you think he was being racist? Because a lot of the cast accused him of being racist and everything like that.
I don't think he was racist. I feel like people said, me personally, I feel like people said that because they got a backlash. Because I never heard that in the house. Nobody else like, he's so racist or none of that. I never heard that in the house. I didn't hear it till people were like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but no, me and Dimitri talk every fucking day. I didn't see him out to eat with his black homegirls. You know what I mean? Like, he's born and raised in Brooklyn. So, yeah, no, I don't feel like he's racist. I just feel like they wasn't really fucking with him like that, you know?
Right. Do you? What did you think when you saw Andre come out? Like when they announced Andre, did you think it was a prank? Did you think it was gonna be maybe what's his name, Prince from Love Hip Hop Miami?
You may tell the truth.
Yeah.
We already knew. It was a surprise to Bobby.
Oh wow.
We saw him at the end. When we filmed our intro. They had him separate though. They just showed him coming out. So I was like, oh, there's another person. At that time, there's another person. Like, but I was thinking like, oh no. I was like, oh, it's another person. So is there more people? That's what I was thinking, you know?
Right.
And then, but they would told us like, don't fucking tell Bobby he's here or else you're getting sent the fuck home. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we didn't say shit. That was Bobby. Bobby knew, but Bobby didn't know, but we knew.
So it was really a surprise to Bobby. See that's crazy. So then they all start fighting in front of the house and stuff. How long did that last? Was that
so that shit was like 3-4 hours.
Oh my god.
We was in the van for hours, and the edits seemed like we just pulled up and got out. We was in that hot ass van for hours. It was a lot going on. I'm getting the fuck out the van. Like I stood outside the van and drank a little, and it was just like too much. But at that time, I think they was turning up and shit like that, you know. But yeah, we was in that van we was over there for like a long time, and then yeah, that was a long ass time.
So the fights died down, and then Bobby assigns the room. So you get assigned to a room with Soul. Were you guys, dibbling and dabbling in the room? Because a lot of people in the comments, they're like, oh, ask him if him and Soul messed around in the room.
Everyone keep asking me that. No, I didn't mess with nobody inside the mansion because I was like, now at this point, I'm really here for Bobby. I'm not about to be doing that because then fuck that. No. You know, like, But everybody been asking that.
Mm-hmm. Did you have like a roommate choice that you would rather have preferred than Soul, or like that was good for you?
That was good for me. We're on the same wavelength.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, he seems like really, really laid back. So
he is, and like in real life, I'm chill. I'm a pothead. I like to smoke weed, go to the beach, like when I'm not working and shit, you know? Chill vibes, be low key. And he's the same way. So I was like, perfect. And low key, the producers actually worked a lot of things out in my favor. Like they knew that I literally, because we were mic'd up all the time. So I literally said on the mic, like I'm media trained. I know this shit. You know what I mean? So I literally said on the mic, like, I need to be the only mother. I need to be downstairs. I need that downstairs room. Nobody else is downstairs. I need that motherfucker downstairs.
Oh wow! See, I know that.
And then I went by me and Soul was by each other, and I was like, bro, we need to be roommates. And then they heard all that shit. So they was like, Mason and Real, y'all get the downstairs room, and then y'all roommates. So we was like, cool. That's why you see me in that scene. I looked at him, I'm like, thank motherfucking God.
Right. So a lot of people speculated with the room situations that Dimitri and Grandy were messing around. Do you think that happened or what? Because they seemed a little like close, and Grandy seemed so protective over Dimitri.
You gotta talk to Dimitri. That's all I can say. You gotta do your research.
I gotta talk to the pretty little white boy, in the words of him.
Right, little pretty Greek white boy.
So then we see Tony get into it with Dimitri in that episode where they're about to fight. Was Tony that angry around the house? Because a lot of people feel like he was always mad all the time. Like, was he always that mad? Like, because it just shows him on the show just being mad, like, all the time.
How do I say this honestly? Kinda.
Okay.
Like, kinda. But he was cool. You know what I mean? Like, he'll be chill sometimes. Like, he'll be like, he could be chill, but he'll pop off. He'll get mad really quick. You know, and sometimes he'd ask me, he'd be like, do you think I'm bitter? Do you think I'm like when we would talk about stuff, like, do you think I'm bitter? And I'm like, Like, I think just the and I seen that episode, he said he couldn't smile. And I feel like the circumstances, I just feel like me personally connecting with him, I feel like he's a good person, and maybe he was different before his situation, and he's not in his wheelchair forever. This is just temporary. Just got to put that out there.
Because I know he's doing therapy, so he would be able to walk eventually if everything is correctly.
Yeah. So I felt like he was just I felt like he would just pop off easily, and I felt like under the circumstances of what happened to him, he was just like really still bothered and not over it. So I feel like just certain things would just make them go. You know, because I used to have really bad anger problems. And I used to go to anger classes and shit.
Yeah.
And I learned that about myself, like, because I used to be like that too. Like, just now I'm chill. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I used to be like that too. Like, any little thing will make me just boom, boom. You know?
Right. All right. Oh, that's good. That's good to know that he was better than what the show showed him. So y'all.
But I have to say, I feel like he did pop off a lot off camera. There's a lot of shit he did off camera. I feel like, damn, nigga, like, boy, damn, man, you should have did that shit on the motherfucking
Like what? Like what? We need to know. We need to know. What do you do?
I mean, just the same thing you see on camera. Like, certain things will piss him off, and he would just, go. But I can't really say everything word from word. Like, I can't give you something like specific because a lot of that shit is a blur to me now.
Yeah. And how long ago did you guys film that, by the way?
Say it again.
How long ago did you guys film that, by the way?
Like maybe a month ago.
A month. Oh, so this is all fresh. See, now it makes sense why you guys be all over these Zeus blogs. So that whole thing with the whole Grandy and the whole fight stuff with Rel and then Dingaling, how long did that last?
We started filming in July, and Rel and that fight was all motherfucking night.
Oh my god.
All motherfucking night. There's so much they didn't show. I was in my room eating. People keep asking, like, where were you at? I was in my room eating. It was dinner time. I was eating some tacos, if I remember correctly. And then I love food. I'm like, bro, like, I wasn't really hanging around people like that. Like, during that time, I'll be in my room.
Uh-huh.
Or I'll come out to smoke, or I'll jump in the pool, or like, but I'll never be like out mingling like that. Right. But unless I'll be kicking up Bobby, like I'll chill Bobby off camera. You know what I mean? Like he'll come out and I'll hang out with him and talk to him and shit like that. But that fight was all fucking. I ended up coming out because it was like, damn, they was taking so damn long. Like it's like it was never ending. So I was like, let me go see what the fuck is going on. Like, and I saw a little bit. I remember Rel Savage had a fucking lamp and hit somebody with a lamp, and everything was just so much was going on. Seeing Brandy was getting into it, Grandy was getting into it, and me and him were the ones that was saying, me and him and Rel and Trizzy were the ones that saying we didn't get no motherfucking fights in the show. You know, we was like, we ain't getting no fights. Like we're gonna just let everybody fight, and we're just gonna just be ourselves, show our personality, and that's what that is. You know what I mean? But so when he got to that fight, I was really surprised. I was like, what the fuck, Grandy's fighting? So a little shortly after that, I was going back to my room, and I was like, I'll just watch it on the show, man. Like,
right.
I'm gonna watch it on the show.
What did you think of the name Bobby gave you? And were you surprised that during the naming ceremony, he wasn't feeling you like that? Like, were you shocked at that?
See, this is the thing. They didn't even name me that right away. And that's why they say to be determined. Because they tried to give me hella names. Mm-hmm. And they also edited it seem like it was just like that. Like, he was like, me and Ray got into it hard. And he stood up for me. And it was a lot that went on. But they just showed that little clip. But I mean, I'm not really tripping off of it because, like I said, I want my own bisexual love show. So if it's looking like Bobby not feeling me, guess what? So many people have been in my DMs like, I'll be with you. You need your own show. Everybody saying that. So I'm like, okay, well, hey, this is working perfectly. I don't give a fuck. Bobby cool as fuck. Like he stood up for me and we vibed in real life. Like he was cool. We was cool. You know, like it was never like that. I felt like they said that because they wanted me to fight because a lot was going on at that time. So they thought that if they can get, they thought that they can get to my head basically. Because, you know, that's what reality shows about, triggering and, you know, doing certain things, get your reaction. And he said it. He said, you're high strung. That's a person that, like, can get mad easily. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like they want to see if I would get mad. Like, oh, you're high strung. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're boring. But I don't give a fuck. I was just always taught, I don't give a fuck about people's opinions about me. You know what I mean? Or what people think, what people have to say, all this. I don't give a fuck about that shit because it don't matter. It matters what I think about myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, I know I'm not boring. I know shit. So I wasn't really, that scene, I wasn't really tripping off it. I thought it was funny, personally.
Right.
Because I know what happened in real life. So I was like, works better for me. You know?
Were you getting mad at Roller Ray? Because he was popping a little hot at the mouth, okay? Roller Ray was just
I did. Yeah, and I told him about himself too. And that's why after that, he was looking a little better. Because I'm like, you cannot be trying to come for me when you're dressed like that and you're the host. You don't have a wig on. You're not looking proper. You know what I mean? And you're saying stuff like, I'm wearing Gucci. I didn't even bring like new clothes, go shopping for it. Because I already knew that shit was going to be popping off. I knew it was going to go down. So I'm not going to sit here and buy a new fucking outfit, bring new outfits, and be mad that my shit got ripped up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Smart. I'm gonna bring some name brands. I had a whole bunch of other shit I was gonna bring, and they texted us texted and was like, you can't bring this, you can't wear that, you can't do that. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's how they are because they don't want to get in trouble and sued. So the latest, before the latest episode, we found out Jameson was sleeping with Hot Wheels handler. Were there other people in the house sleeping with each other, and if so, who?
People keep asking me that. Even the producers asked me in that house. I didn't talk to nobody, so I don't know. I didn't talk to nobody.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not even gonna be like, ooh, I think nah, that's messy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I really don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Because my different people had crushes on different people and stuff like that. Like after the math, a lot of stuff just been kind of different. So it's like, you know.
Right. So the latest episode, we see that you and Crouton have a beef. So what happened with that whole situation? What did you say to piss him off? Like, what happened with that whole situation?
That was nothing. They cut it off. Well, me and Dimitri and Grandy and Zachariah, Real and Trizzy were all together by the pool.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot that was said. They just cut a lot out and made it seem like we just only argued about Bobby. Like there's a whole reason. Like he was trying to come for Grandy. He was trying to come for Jason Lee. All type of shit. And to be completely honest, like he was saying, like at first, because nobody wants to do a scene with him, so I said I'll do it with the people I fuck with. I'll do it with him. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a problem with him, so I'll just do it really quickly. You know. And then so I thought it was gonna be cool, but he was saying a lot of shit, but. That's the main reason why Grandy got up, because he said something that offended Grandy, and Grandy was like, "Bro, you're making it hard for me right now to stick up for you," and was like, "I'm leaving. I'm just walking off," you know. But so we got it. Me and him got into it because he started talking shit about Jason Lee, and I've known Jason Lee for a long time, you know.
What was he saying about Jason Lee?
He was like, okay, so after he threw the drink, we went to do our intros at the yacht, and he got into it Jason by saying something like, "Oh, I saw you at JetBlue." He was basically trying to read Jason, I think.
Oh.
It seemed like it, but he said he wasn't. It seemed like it, but he said he wasn't. He said he was just saying it, you know? But a lot of people would get offended off things he was just saying. And when I visited New York, it did seem like a lot of motherfuckers had a fucked up attitude. But my friends out in New York was like, that's just how we talk. Like, no, they didn't mean. I was like, what the fuck? So, but he was like, Jason, I seen you at JetBlue, and Jason was like, bitch, everybody know me. Or something happened. I don't want to word the bitch, you know? So he was just talking shit about Jason and saying, he was just, because him and Jason did low-key get it. So Jason had to check him, actually. Before we all went out to the front of the house, Jason had to check him about something. I don't remember, because I walked out and I know Jason checked the fuck out of him. Like outside, they was getting into it and shit. So, yeah, he was basically talking about that, and was just basically, he wasn't really, I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was just talking shit about him. And I was like, bro, like Jason and Bobby and Roland Ray personally picked all of us on here. So for you to sit here and be in this house and talk shit about the man that is giving us checks, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? And then we end up getting so off that. And then we changed subject, and then he started talking about all the other guys. And then I was like, I don't know. I didn't really remember what he was saying. I just remember he was talking shit because I wasn't really paying that much attention at the time. Because I didn't know the guys like that, so I didn't really give a fuck about that point. But I was like, yeah, all of them need to go home. You need to go home too. Like, what the fuck? Whatever I say, I was talking shit, you know? Right. So, the next day, I forgot what happened, but...
And then how far were you... because it seemed like when you walked up, when Crouton was talking to Jameson, was just like, "Oh, I have a problem with TBD." How far were you in that conversation? Because it seemed like you literally came out the corner.
That's how it seemed, right? Okay, so, wait, what was I? Let me pick it back off. What was I just saying before? Fuck.
About the whole situation why you got into it with Crouton, Jason Lee, and
this is why, me and Crouton. So I said, fuck them all. They can go home, whatever, talking shit, you know. So the next day, Crouton said he overheard it and was just like, whatever, talking or whatever. And I was like, well, let's just fight on camera. Let's just do our shit on camera. Let's talk about it on camera, whatever. Talk about it, whatever. Let's just do it on camera. Because I hated when shit was happening off camera, and then it'll be like
we don't see it. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And, he said okay. He said okay, and then yeah. So I was in the kitchen, and I heard Mason and TBD. So I was like, let me go see. You know what I mean? I was here for a while. So that's why when they edited and said, like, he was like, mate. That's why I was shocked myself. He was like, well, let's see him. I didn't even hear none of that. I didn't even know that happened. He's like, well, let's bring him out here. Like, that was some Jerry Springer shit, how he did that.
Yeah. Like, you literally were like,
that shit was funny.
That came out of nowhere. Like, literally watching, I was like, whoa.
I thought I was going to come out and he was going to say, I don't like you. And
right.
I don't know.
That's crazy. And then also,
but then he threw something at me, he missed, and then he just started swinging. I was like, oh shit, that's what we doing again. Okay.
Right. And then you also you watching the show back and seeing Crouton breaking down about his essay experience like that, did that make you understand him more watching that back?
I didn't see it. Yeah. I
So
just heard
do
he
you,
was crying after. I heard I made
yeah.
him cry. Oh, he cried. He ran up and cried or shit like that. I don't know. I didn't see that. I'm not gonna hold you up, but
Mhm.
you know, I support any trauma that anybody's gone through and stuff like that,
Mhm.
because you know we all been through some crazy shit. You know,
Right.
so no, I don't no. I love it. I love it. Speak your truth.
Mhm.
But
And
no,
then
I really didn't see it, so I don't know. I don't know.
gotcha. And then you also got into it with Big Burr. So Big Burr wanted to smoke with you. Okay,
They
so
want to be
Big
like, they
Burr.
want to be 10.
So right, I heard that they're the new 10, y'all. They said Big Bird. I seen that Big Bird and Demetri were hanging out today, and they said they're the new 10. So I don't know. Maybe Big Bird trying to find him,
He
a
a new white
skinny
boy.
match. Right. So what happened with you and Big Bird?
I was talking, like I said, with Demetri, I was talking shit about everybody. But
Mhm.
I remember they was in the balcony when I was talking shit. You know what I mean? That was
Right.
the first time they actually heard me say anything. And the first time they hear me saying, fuck all them, they need to go to fuck home. You need to go to fuck home. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so, yeah, he was just upset about that. That's how I feel. Like, I don't feel like some people thought that he was just trying to get him. Some people were like, he's trying to get a moment. He just wants to argue because he's arguing and stuff like that. I didn't feel that way. I feel like he felt, I'm a Pisces, so I
Mhm.
understand. I feel like he just did feel some way because I was talking about him and we never had a conversation.
Gotcha.
So he wanted
And
to
then
just confirm me on that.
right. And then we saw Big Bird try to sneak you. Did your life flash before your eyes?
All I know is, and another thing, people keep saying, talking about, I'll be high as fuck, my eyes big.
Mhm.
Trying to say that, like people trying to come to me like your eyes. I'll be like, I know, bitch, because I'm high. But I was smoking that weed. I just put that out there real quick because I'm just looking at myself and I look good and like my other eye did that for a second. But anyways, that's off topic.
Yeah.
So
No, you're good.
no, I didn't even know that was happening. Like when that all I heard was, and I was like, oh shit, it's another fight. You know, let me get the fuck out the way. That's what I was thinking. Like, let me get the fuck out the way. I don't want to accidentally get hit. Nothing. Move the fuck on. And that turnaround, he's laying down, and I was like, oh.
You tried to stay.
You was reaching. You was reaching. You was just in my face.
Listen, they had Big Bird in them bushes so flat on the ground.
Security had my back. They already know.
Okay, so a lot of the guys,
he was just laying flat line. I was like,
a lot of guys felt like you were trying to get into fights just because you wanted camera time. How do you feel about that? A lot of the guys felt like you wanted to get into fights because you wanted camera time. How do you feel about that accusation?
I love all rumors about me.
Mm-hmm.
I love all accusations about me. The more people say things, the more other people talk.
Mm.
But I mean, I didn't feel like I had to ever do too much to get camera time because of what you saw. I'm still getting hella followers and people love me. Yeah. Everybody loved me. The females, the male, for everybody. The trans man, the trans woman, everybody is in the DMs. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't really care if people think about me. If that's what they want to feel, then that's what they want to feel.
And then you ended up leaving. So everyone wants to know what was the real reason for you leaving? Like, what happened?
I left like maybe a day or two after. I didn't leave that same day of the fight. I left because I already knew for a couple of days I was gonna leave already because I live by myself in the hills. Just like that. Period. And only one. I don't really trust people like that. You know what I mean? Only one person has a spare key to my house. I don't trust people like that. So I did have someone like coming over. I have animals, so people was like I had somebody taking care of my animals like that. But then they went through some shit and they couldn't be at my house no more. And I was like, I'm not, but not about to chance something happens to my house or my pets. Two, also another reason was because I was already filming a show before this. And
are you allowed to say?
Huh?
Are you allowed to say what show?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, if you're not done, I don't want you to get in trouble.
Make sure you follow me on all social medias because it's gonna be dropping soon. So I'll be posting trailers and shit like that.
Period.
I was already filming another show and I snuck off. When I was like, I'll be back, and I didn't say shit. And then the producer is like blowing my fucking phone up, like, what's going on? Where you at? What you doing? Why ain't you here? What you got? Green screens? This, that, and da-da-da. What's popping? And shit, I signed contracts. I'm not trying to get sued. I'm not trying to get my scenes deleted, none of that shit. So I was like, shit, I got other things to take care of. Everybody's just been fighting all the time. You're not sending nobody home. I'm leaving. Nobody's at my fucking house. I don't want to come home. My motherfucking animals are dead. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's time to go. You know, because it wasn't that serious to me to jeopardize everything I had going on, possibly get sued and not finish the show, come home to dead animals. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, and then also we saw y'all be one thing about you guys' show, y'all be heavy in the Zeus blogs. So we saw the Zeus blogs that something with you and Miss Mama's went down. So did you have some of Miss Mama's Big Debbie cakes in the house? Did you put it in his liver? What happened?
No, not in the house. This was like, I'm gonna be honest, because he's been talking all that shit, like, and bringing me into drama for nothing. Like, I'm like, what? Like, so the day at the hotel, one of the days at the hotel, I had bought some weed and we smoked, and then we went to the beach, and yeah, it was dark. The motherfucking sun was looking popping, and then he touched my dick or something. Like, he got close to me. I remember he got close to me, and I felt his ass, and I was like, whoop. So I remember we was like close enough on the ground, like on the water, where we could be sitting, and he was on like sitting on me, getting close to me and shit like that. So then we ended up kissing and shit. So then he ended up come back to my room. Even the producers know, like, I'm just keep it real. Like, the producers know. At this time, I was thinking, like, I don't really know Bobby personally yet, and who knows what Bobby's doing. I feel like Bobby was out kicking it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel.
Right. Wait, so this happened
I was
like
having hella niggas in here, like,
right.
You're not about to be, so fuck it. But
so this happened after the show.
No, this happened before the show.
Before the show. Okay. Oh, gotcha.
And the producers saw us too, and one of them walked past when he was going to my room. One of the producers came by and was like, "Oh damn, y'all can't be discreet." And I was like, But even another producer mentioned it the next day to me. He was like, "So, are you done hanging out with Cam late nights? Why was he staying out?" Because they was always watching, And they was like, "Why did he stay night in your room?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Don't make something out of nothing. I don't know what you're talking about." And I just
right.
You know what I mean? But they all knew. That's why in that scene when Bobby was like, "So anybody want to tell anything that's been going on?" I was like, "Oh my god, he's about to."
So you were happy that Jameson stepped up. So you're like, "Yes, Jameson."
Yeah, I was like, "Woo!" I was like, "Woo!"
That's funny. Right. That is hilarious. Okay, so nothing happened in the house though with you guys.
No.
Okay.
Because like at this point now, I already met Bobby. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for Bobby, so I wasn't about to do all that. Because
why do you think he's denying like getting with you? Do you think like he's embarrassed, or like he feels as if he's gonna look like a fraud? Like, why do you think Miss Mamas is like copping the plea?
All of it, because he said he had full top, and then a top got him. But I know that's not his first time. And we did like he couldn't really take dick like that, like put some in him. But he couldn't. Okay. So I did grind in that hole, and then when I get close to busting, I'll put my dick in him and busting him at least 4 times. He stayed the night. So it's like,
oh my god. You said put it in his liver, in the words of Rolling Ray.
Well, my dick is big, so he didn't take it all. He was just like, ooh, saying stuff. So
right,
just like a little bit, trying to, a little bit, like playing with it.
God.
Then he just, yeah. But anyways, but I don't know, because he was saying that too. He was like, bringing up like the reunion, or one day if he get kicked out, he was gonna bring it up. I thought he brought that shit up at the when he got kicked out, and I feel like that's why he got kicked out, because it's like the producers knew what happened. And it's like if Mason's just fucking eliminated himself.
Oh yeah, it cuts out the storyline, because they probably were gonna bring that up as a storyline later on. But since he's gone, since you're gone, there's no need for him. Oh wow,
right.
See? You got to know how production works, y'all. Entertainers, y'all listening? That's how production works. So then also we saw on the Zeus blog, shout out to Zeus Hottest Tea, we saw that you and Cash got into it. So what happened with you and Cash? Apparently Cash wanted the TBD too.
Cash just keep talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps
Cash. If you guys don't know, is Go Hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Go Hard. Yeah, he just keeps talking, like saying stuff about me. But it was like, I just got you an interview from somebody who just said love you and stuff like that. Like, I was really confused by that. That's why I was like, well, I'm gonna just tell the truth about that. You grabbed my dick at the premiere party, and B Photos was right there, and a couple other people was right there, and they was like, ooh, and I grabbed his ass because I want to see what it felt like. And then he was like, feels nice though, and I was like, hell yeah, I know you got the ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you got the ass.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep it real. Like, that don't mean I have a problem with him. I never have a problem because he's cute. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess he just want to have a problem with me, and he was asking me about saying I had a problem with Crush. I really don't have a problem with Crush. And I said that in the Zeus Hottest Tea. If y'all watch it, a fucking fan said, "What is going on with you and Crush?" I said, "I don't have a problem with Crush. Crush is 5 feet. I'm 6'4". Crush, like, he's more flamboyant, feminine. I'm bi. Sometimes he's feminine. I don't give a fuck, but I'm on the masculine side. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck females. I don't get fucked and stuff like that. So I don't like. That's just, there's no reason for me to fight him. He's a little ass boy. You know what I mean? Like, So, and then I guess everyone was taking that as, I don't know. Then everybody was saying like, oh, I heard you're fighting Crush. I heard Cash and Crush is jumping you, and everyone's
So basically,
I'm
the
like,
fans were
what?
instigating
I'm
like the
confused.
Zeus
I
fans
literally
do.
said I don't have a problem with Crush. Like, but
Yeah.
yeah. So when he said that, that's why I was like, well, then I'm gonna just tell the truth because we was just cool. But he did the same thing to Jameson. Like at the premiere, he told me like I'm not fucking with Jameson like that. Like blah blah blah. And I was like, what happened? And he said because there was a group chat that we had. And we was like, I exited myself out the group chat. There was a group chat and shit. And Jameson said that Cash liked somebody, and then he was mad that he said that. But then when he saw him, he was like hugging him and taking pictures on the red carpet and stuff like that. So I was like, whatever. I didn't really expect them to fight because I want them to get along. I seen how their friendship formed. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But that was just weird to me. So I felt whatever. Whatever.
So you just put it all out there. You had the receipts, though. I got to give that to you, TBD. You had the receipts to back up all your claims, okay?
And the only reason why I did that was because I saw people in the comments like, he's lying. I was like, I never lie. That's one thing. Anything that comes out of my mouth is not a fucking lie. Like, I might tell a joke, but I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, let me just post this then. And then some people are like, what does that even mean? Let me see this. Like, TBD means this big dick. I know Bobby said to be determined. I changed that shit. You know what I mean?
I know,
like,
I seen that in your bio. I was like, wait, did Bobby really name him that? So I had to watch it back. And I was like, he did name him to be determined.
He was like, this is to be determined. He was like, we could maybe we'll change it. Maybe we'll change it. Yeah, let's see what happens. He said a lot of shit, but they didn't show none of it.
Right. Okay.
Roland Ray was coming at me talking about Bobby was like, what's your ethnicity? And then Roland Ray was like, oh no, Bobby was like, what's your ethnicity? And I was like, my dad's Cuban, Dutch, Mediterranean, mom's black and native. And then Roland Ray was like, you're black as fuck and nigga there. And yeah, I was like, you nappy headed and you look African and we're gonna name you Mr. Africa. I was like, what? Like, first of all, don't fucking play with me. You know what I mean?
That's racist.
I literally said, don't fucking play with me, don't play with my name, don't sit here and try to you look fucking stupid. And then they was like, okay, well, if you don't like Mr. Africa, what about, they was like saying a whole bunch of different names. I was like, no. And then Bobby stood up for me at that moment because Bobby was like, he know Cubans that are dark too and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all act like I'm saying a bunch of white ass nationalities. These are all, they in different places, but it's black. It's not, I'm not African, but I'm black. You know what I mean? Like, and they was thinking just because I said I said I was black. They're thinking because I don't know. It was just weird. But even Bobby stood up for me in that moment, and he was like, we're not about to be sitting here doing this and stuff like that. Because he was like, well, if we don't name Mr. Africa, what about Kuta Kente or Toby and stuff like that? Yeah,
I know you wasn't about to name me Kuta Kente.
He was trying to name me Kuta Kente.
Oh my God. You know how much Zeus would have got in trouble for that?
That's why they didn't air it, I guess. But I feel like they was just trying to piss me off. And that's why in that one scene when you see me looking at him, like, yeah, because he was saying a lot and they just want that, he got that little reaction. But then I kept saying no, and then Bobby was like, because I was like, I want my name to be way up. You know what I mean? Like Bobby has song called Way Up. I'm tall as fuck. You know, I be having high energy, way up. I'm tall. You know, so that's what I was thinking. And yeah, so Bobby was like, well then at this point it's just to be determined. We'll figure out something else. Your name's TBD. And I was like, okay, I'm saying.
All right. So now
I'm only want 3 letters, so I like that, you know?
Right. That's true. Now I'm going to do some quick fan questions and then we're going to end it off. So these are some things some of my subscribers were asking stuff. So they wanted to know, how did you feel being called boring after coming into it bubbly and excited? I know you kind of answered that earlier, but
everyone was saying that too.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it, but I was just like, in my head, I was like, y'all really want me to turn up? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I know what y'all trying to get me to do. Like, I know y'all want me to just to fight because everybody been fighting. Now you want me to fight, but it didn't make sense to me because like a bunch of other people didn't fight, and I just felt like it was more so leaning towards to help me get my own love show. That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah.
Someone asked,
and also I thought because my bad because I'm so cocky. Like I'm a cocky person. You can see that. You know what I mean? Like people that be around me, like he's cocky, he's confident. So I feel like Bobby saw that. All what was going on was like,
right.
Let me try to do this, but it didn't work, you know?
Okay. Who do you think was there for Bobby and who do you think is there for TV and promotion?
The people I felt like genuinely was there for Bobby. I was there for Bobby. I felt like Dimitri was there for Bobby, and I felt like Dimitri, I felt like Trizzy was there for Bobby. And really that's it. Like,
do you feel like Jameson is there for Bobby? Because I know a lot of people, I feel like he is.
I don't know. James. I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I think maybe he do. I think maybe I don't know. Like I think you like him as a friend or as a person, or he has some type of respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you want to marry him or be in a relationship with him. I don't think that. I could be wrong, but I don't like think it.
Okay, gotcha. One of my subscribers was being funny. They said, "Does Bobby's lips look like they hurt in person?"
No, I thought I thought he looked better without makeup and without all that shit. It looked nice and like without makeup. He looked nice without makeup and without lip gloss and stuff, all that stuff.
Right. My entertainers are messy, so you gotta excuse them. They said, "Did you leave because you were scared of getting beat up?"
No, why would I have been scared of getting beat up? I was there talking shit the whole time and fought twice. Like, no, and that's nothing. It was edited like I just left the same day. Like, no.
Gotcha. And then, who was your worst and least favorite person in the house?
My favorite person and least favorite person.
Yeah, least favorite and and favorite.
I would say my roommate is my favorite, and I would say my least favorite. Right now it's Cash.
Okay. Oh wow.
I like
not
Cash
even
right now.
Crew.
I like Cash, but I don't like how he's moving right now. And that's the only person I can think of.
Not even Mr. Crouton. Oh wow. Okay, so someone go ahead.
Who's Crouton?
The thing you put in your salad. You put it in your salad and you eat it up.
I know what that is. I know
what that is. Someone wanted to know, are you a bottom because Bobby said he's giving girlfriend? You answered that already. So in case
he said giving girlfriend, when he say that?
I don't know. This is what they put in when I asked.
He never said that at all.
Okay.
And, no, I'm a full top. I'm pretty sure I was the only person in the house that's a full top. Everybody else is like verse and stuff, you know. But I don't want no dick. I don't want no dick. I don't want nobody fingering me. I don't want to eat my ass. I don't like dudes on top of me. You know what I mean? Like riding under that. I don't like that. Like I'm super dominant. You know what I mean? Like you're my bitch. Lay down. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
not gonna blow after this. Huh? I see your deal's gonna blow even more after this.
Oh God.
Would you do a Zeus All Stars or Bad Boys?
I would do an all-star where I want to live with bitches. I'm tired of living with
niggas. So you would do all-stars, but not Bad Boys. Which
no, if it was like a bunch of different Zeus stars on there, I would.
Yeah.
But not just like dudes. No.
Right. Because Zeus All-Stars is basically like the challenge. So it would be like, let's say 16 people. It would be like 8 girls, 8 guys. So it'd be like that.
Yeah, I like that. I wouldn't want Miko in the house.
Yeah.
I want Damo in the house. I want Black China in the house.
Black China, I don't think would do it now because she got OnlyFans money. Zeus would have had to pay her like right. That's in the past for her. So a lot of people had a bad experience with Zeus in the past. What was your experience like? What would you say was your experience like with Zeus? Positive or negative?
Positive, and I've noticed that a lot of people say bad things about Zeus, but I got all my checks. They knew my background before they knew me. They was already saying that when I was there. Like Mason's been filmed, Mason's been doing this. Like when I was big, I was getting babysat by legends. You know what I mean? Like I'd be around. I don't even want to name drop. You know what I mean? But I know who the fuck I am, and people that be around me know the fuck I am. But they knew who I was. They knew the background, my background. They knew everything. You know what I mean? So they treated me right. They treated me great. I told them don't make me look bad on TV. They did. They made sure I wasn't really in that much mess. Like. Yeah. They looked out for me. They made sure they catered to me, you know. So I had a great time with Zeus. They treated me like family. I never felt like they tried to set. I didn't feel like anything negative. And yeah, they always said positive things to me off camera. Like they said a lot to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
They told me that they actually told me that they wanted me to win the show. But I was just I'd have been down. But then at the same time, it's just. Nah, I got so much other shit going on in my life, and I feel like I was gonna say my house. I have a lot of other shit going on in my life, and I felt like, just after being there for a while, you know, I was there for like 2.5 weeks, but they edited like 4 episodes. Cool. But I just felt like
that means they chopped a lot out. 2.5 weeks is a lot.
And we went to the club, all type of shit.
Jesus Christ! I thought y'all was there for like 4 days, and then this all happened in a max of 4 days. That means they cut out.
We've had a lot of downtime. Like we didn't film every single day, especially on Sundays we didn't film. Like sometimes we just because there's so many fights too. So sometimes they be like, we're just not gonna film today. You know what I mean? Like it'll be a lot, and all right. It was just a lot. You know what I mean? Like not in a bad way, but it was just like.
Did anyone in the house? Oh, and I have 2 more questions after this, and then we're done. Did anyone in the house film any OnlyFans content that you know of? Because I feel like once this show is over, we're gonna get so much content in the house.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That would have been a smart ass move if they did. Fuck.
Right.
Shit, Bobby got OnlyFans too, don't he? Shit, y'all better do y'all shit.
Okay, so
sweaty. Fuck, got my AC off.
Who do you think did the most for camera time?
I feel like on camera, it looked like Jameson was doing a lot. But in person, it really wasn't. It seemed like he really loved the camera, but I didn't feel like it looked different on camera than in person.
Okay.
You know?
Right. Like
because in person, when I was watching him, I was laughing. I was like, he's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he was funny, but
Bobby,
I don't know, the way they edit him, like I don't know. I didn't like how I like him, but I didn't like how they edit him that much.
Yeah, it's like he's giving like they gave him the really main character villain vibes. So what?
It's like they want to be a villain, and yeah, it seemed like a lot. Like it seemed like I don't know what their goal, like their aim was with him. I didn't get that, but I like him. He's cool. I didn't think I was gonna get along with him because he's from a different country, so he's like aggressive, you know, by speaking. Right. And I'm like the type of person, like it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. You know what I mean? So I thought, like, at first I was like, but he wasn't like that. I was like, bro, like, I talked to him off camera before, and I was like, damn, you be talking a lot of kind of aggressive. You know what I mean? He was just like,
he's like, I'm not leaving, man. I'm not leaving.
He was like, no, it's not about he's like, it's not about how I say it, about what I say. Like, if I'm coming for a bitch, I'm coming for a bitch. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's just like how you guys are. And somebody else told me that too. Like in Bahamas, that's just how they are. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, because I think he was a good person. He was cool, you know.
Yeah,
he's an Aries.
In the
island. He didn't do anything to offend me, or never did nothing to offend me or come at me. We was cool.
What would be your dream reality show to end up on? Like, if you could pick out of every show, like, what show would you like? I want to be on that show.
Oh, I want to be like the next Kardashian.
You want your own show, okay?
Shit. But I really want to do Celebrity Big Brother UK.
Oh, Big Brother, just in general.
I want to migrate over there. I have a fan base out there that listens to my music and shit like that. I've done music with people out there.
Oh, you do music?
Yeah, I do music too.
Okay, all right.
I started doing music when I did Love and Hip Hop. I used to be messy as fuck. They used to call me Messy Mason. So I used to call that. That was one of my nicknames.
Yeah, I was like, when you came on the screen, I'm like, I see this boy somewhere. Like, he looks so familiar. And then also, you said Big Bird was like, because Big Bird was like, oh, he worried about me doing music and stuff like that. What does Big Bird sing or rap?
He said that to me too, that they cut it out. I was like, this nigga been singing out. He's like, you do music too.
So like, he sings or raps?
He sings.
Oh, okay.
And dances, yeah.
Got you. So what is next up for Mason to end it off, and tell them where to find you on the social media?
Yeah. The next thing, I have another show that I already filmed. It's coming soon. Lots of music all the time.
Right.
I have a lot. I be having a lot going on. I'm always doing something. You know what I mean? So, just stay tuned to me and you will see what's popping. You know what I mean? They love Mason on Instagram. They love Mason on YouTube. I'm gonna start a podcast soon too. And my first guest, I already talked to the person that's gonna be my first guest. Now I will say that they were on Flavor of Love.
Right. You need to get up on this YouTube game. I'm telling you. Get up on the YouTube game.
I'm definitely gonna do it. So I'm gonna start my own podcast soon. Yeah. Story times. I'm gonna have YouTube. They love Mason. Also, what else? Instagram. My Twitter is Mason_TBD.
Okay.
Yeah. Music everywhere. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Oh, and I have a TikTok. They love Mason_. A lot of people been doing my TikTok sounds.
Yeah.
My confessionals be getting TikTok sounds. I be like, hey, like every fucking day, somebody's always sending me a fucking sound.
Right. Like the one, especially with the last episode, we're like, oh, he wants to run up. So I'm like, let's get it there. Like something like that. I can see those as TikTok.
It was the two that they did was, what the fuck was that? And I was like, these fucking clowns are acting like we're in a fucking circus. So for him, I feel bad. But for me, I'm like, keep going. Everybody's there for that shit and keep doing that. People keep saying, keep going to me. Like, I'm like, y'all, because when I did that in the moment, I was just being honest. And after I did it, I was thinking to myself, like, ooh, was I doing too much? And then the producer was like, and I was like, oh, okay, good. But
they're like, now we're going to leave it in.
When I was like, said something like, he got fucking his big ass got nail polish on, talking about me. Of course I'm talking about you. Everyone keep doing that one. I'm like,
that was funny when you was like, Big Bird coming around the corner, glittery with his nails.
Oh yeah,
I
like
busted
sparkly
out
ass.
laughing when you said that. That was hilarious. I was like, this
That
man
shit was funny. When I saw, I was like, because I was sober on my green screen because I didn't want to be drunk and stuff. I wanted to be my complete self. You know what I mean?
Right.
So all the green was like I was just being myself, and but everything so much happened that I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see the green screen, I'll be like, like what is wrong with me? Like,
all right, thank you so much for joining for this interview, guys. All of Mason's information will be in the bio below, so please make sure to go to all his social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that, just to see what he got coming up next. He has a bunch of projects dropping, so the boy button busy, so please hit that like button. Make sure y'all go up to him and subscribe.
And subscribe to me too.
Subscribe. Okay, all the links will be in the bio, so please make sure to send it to me after we done with this. Okay, so we are out, entertainers.
And shout out to Lil Kim. Shout out to Lil Kim. You see what I have to say, because I love Lil Kim. Shout out to Lil Kim. You see Lil Kim right there.
Shout out to Lil Kim. Oh, you know Lil Kim? Wait, you know Lil Kim? Okay.
Do it. Don't do it.
You ain't no personal thing.